All right. All right.
We back? We back. Mr. Popular getting a lot of phone calls for the interview, but we back, y'all.
Right. So, all right. So you went to the county for the G ride. You get out. You on some food for shit in the G ride. What y'all was doing, on a mission or just clowning?
I ain't gonna be cat. We was just clowning. We was just clowning. You know what I mean? We was like, you got to think. So the hood in the 30s, right? Baby Stretch. Mama was living in the Vins. His granny was living in the Deuces. My mama had moved to Hawthorne, so we catching the bus and shit. You know that shit. We was like, man, fuck that. We can't be catching these buses. So we still in cars to get to the hood and go to the small meeting.
Yeah, that ain't no food and shit then.
No, it was.
Yeah, to make sure nigga don't get caught lacking.
Right.
So you get out. Now, what's your mentality now that you get out for the G ride? You on probation?
Yeah, I'm on probation.
So you like, okay, what you finna do? You staying with moms in Compton where you was? Well, how'd it go? What happened after that?
Oh no, Granny was in Compton. My granny, she moved from the VNGs. Then she moved to Compton. My mama was staying in Hawthorne, so I'm staying with moms in Hawthorne on probation and shit. But mind you, I'm in my early 20s, so I'm still like whatever. And while I was gone, that 6-8 months where I was in the bounty, that's when Baby Stretch had got with the flocking. We were talking about the burglaries, right?
Right.
So he on and shit. So I'm getting nigga, what the fuck you doing? You know what I mean? I'm trying to be down. He's like, man, I'm doing this.
Right.
I'm like, I ain't fucking on probation. I ain't doing that shit, right?
Right.
After about a week or two, I'm like, nigga, I'm going with you in the morning. Nigga, I need to get some of that sack. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then we had got tight with my relative Joe Moses.
Okay.
Yeah, and then and we was together every day, and we'd get up, my nigga, and like it was a job, my nigga. We'd find a city, jump on that freeway, and get our bread. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why when everybody hear gangbangers say it was me and Baby Stretch, Boo Cool and LS, Lil Maniac, hopping out the GS. That's how the kid got money for sure. Talk about some real shit, nigga. We'd get up every morning like a job. We'd jump on that 10 freeway, find out what city we going, and we'd get our bread, come back to the city, and
shout out NWB, Joe Moses.
Yeah, shout out Joe. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It was crimies, man. It was 5 of us, man.
Okay, and who was the other crimey? So it's you, Baby Stretch, Joe Moses, and who else?
It was Lil Yak from Harlem and Buku from Harlem.
Okay, now to a lot of niggas, it's gonna seem kind of strange. Hold on, these niggas is worst enemies with the Harlems. Nigga, 30 Gangsta Brim, original Harlem 30 Crip. So how did this go, especially at that time where shit was still up and popping, right? How did y'all get through with that? How did y'all come about that whole situation?
Well, so Baby Yak, which is Baby Stretch blood relative.
Okay.
I've been knowing him since kids, right?
Right.
He used to come to the projects with me. He used to be on a drive with me. He damn near was like this close for being from the hood. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at this time, mind you, I ain't nobody from the set at this point. Baby Stretch ain't nobody. We pups. And he seen what the fuck we was going through. So he stopped hanging over there. He thought the homies
wait.
Like,
so he there at the time when you get put on 3 different times.
And he was there once. That one time was enough for him. He missed the other 2. He like,
oh no.
I ain't gonna lie, this was his exact words. He like, man, Fruitail niggas is like body hunter niggas. I'm like, Project, they grimy over there. You know, we niggas over there getting fitted. We got our J's on, we got cracks and bitches and go to the beehive. Man, we gotta fight and do all type of shit. So he like, I ain't fuck with them niggas, right?
Right.
So he ended up getting with Lil Yak and then he turned Harlem, you know what I'm saying? But that was Baby Stretch blood relative, and that was my nigga since kid. So nigga never switched up, nigga never changed, because we family, you know what I'm saying?
Rightfully so. Some niggas will be faking, like, oh no, I don't fuck with them niggas or fuck that nigga. Nah, I genuinely won't. If I'm on one nigga, I won't get him, right? That's my family. That's how I'm always see him. but that ain't got nothing to do to save his homies though, right? On that type of time.
Yeah, we was on that type of time, like, you know what I mean? I know at that point, now he banging, you know, I'm banging. And we just had that mutual understanding. Like, I see you, I ain't gonna do nothing. You see me, I ain't gonna do nothing, but you catch so-and-so, you know what's up. So-and-so catch me, I know what's up. You know what I mean? It's just how it goes.
Right. So, okay, and then who else was it? So that's Lil Yak,
Lil Yak,
Baby Stretch.
that was Baby Stretch relative, big homie. So we meet him through
Baby Yak
relative. So they was on
Baby Yak
money shit, and then he introduced to Buku. So it was like, all right, so we was just getting money together type of shit. And we'll go meet him, Joe, Baby Stretch, all 5 of us. We'll get up in the morning, get our little breakfast, figure out what city we going, and we'll go get our bread. We'll let us to the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So now y'all get to the county, right? Y'all get cracked. You know what I'm saying? And y'all in the county jail. So y'all got 2 fruit towns, a rolling 50 brim, and 2 Harlems on y'all case, right? The county going up at this time, ain't it?
Yeah, because this is 05. We was in there like a year and a half fighting our case. The only good part about it is we was getting our money in the valley, San Gabriel Valley, like South Pasadena, Monrovia, and our Hamburg and all that old shit. So we was going to Pasadena to court. We weren't going to CCB, so we were going to Pasadena to court. And everybody in the city know Pasadena. We know the PDOs run that shit. So we go to court every time. It's a million PDOs, right? So we was good. And then by them being our folks in our case, they were straight too. You know what I'm saying? At first, mind you, we going to court for like a year and a half. So everybody get to know our face, get to know us. You know, you've been county for so long. At first, we kind of looking weird. They like, man, is this really your people's? Like, I'm like, yeah, it's really our folks. Like, cause you know, niggas get with a nigga from the other side. Like, my people be lying. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, nah, this like really my people. We get money. Like, they somebody from where they from. They give you a favor, but this my people's. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So on the strength of the B Love, you know, they never did nothing to them niggas. I ain't, you know, taking that from them. They would took their face or whatnot. You know what I mean? Them wasn't no busters, but on the simple fact of us, you know what I mean? Just like you got a people from the other side, you know, on I love I got for you, you know, you gonna be straight. You ain't even gotta be there.
Right. That's how it goes. Some motherfuckers, and you done earned that type of respect by that time. How old was you at this age?
I was 21. I just turned 21.
Right. So 21, you
but a lot of homies was mad. I ain't gonna lie, they was kind of mad, like how you fuck with them niggas, but it was just on some like, you know, this the homie peoples and we was getting money, and what people didn't realize, like when I was fighting that case, them niggas was like, they'd throw a nigga 50 or something on my books or something before a homie was. It was just like that, you know what I mean? Right. I never turned my back in the hood, never was like, you know, but you know, sometimes niggas from the other side might look out before a homie. It's just sad, but that's just what it is, you know what I mean?
Real spill, man. That's sad as fuck.
Yeah.
So y'all in the county jail, y'all get convicted, y'all go to trial, and y'all took the deal.
So it's 5 of us. So you know how they playing in the state over here. It's a package deal. If he don't take it, you can't take it, right? So they played that shit up until the day we picking jury. We about to pick jury and go to trial, right? So
shut up.
They take recess. They take recess, and our lawyers come holler at us. Now it's lunchtime and all this old shit. Our lawyer like, look, man, they got these deals on the table. We like, we can't take it because Buku, they was always offering him the most because he was on, I can't remember if he was on federal parole for the bank robbery.
Yeah, he was on federal parole.
For a bank robbery. So his time was always more, right?
Right.
So we're like, we can't take it if everybody like, nah, like DA willing, if y'all four take it, we're just gonna send him to trial by himself, right? So right. Like, damn. So we're looking at Buku like, man, our bad, but we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So we took our deal and he went to trial by himself. They ended up giving me 6 with 85. They gave Baby Stretch 5.5. They gave Joe 3.5. They gave the nigga Lil Yak like 7.5. And then Buku ended up going to trial and got found guilty for all 4 burglaries. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think he ended up doing 14 or some shit like that. And it was funny. He had went to the Bay. He was in Pelican Bay with Booger.
Oh, Booger was?
Yeah, hell yeah. He was calling home and shit like, yeah, man, your big homie Booger burnt out, man. This thing on the basketball court playing basketball, beat niggas up, and you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So,
Booger was in Pelican Bay doing the same shit.
They was playing hardball, that package deal shit. We couldn't take no deal unless everybody agreed up on it. But the day we picking jury, we think we about to go to trial, and they came with the package deal. All right, we had dropped 2, and y'all copped the 2. So we got like a year and a half dinner, 2 years in. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna jump on it. I got like another 3 probably to do. All right, that ain't that bad. You know what I mean? So we all took our deals, and he had went to trial. So and then and that's what it was. So then Baby Stretch got out. And then a year or so later out there, I got out. And then shit, once I got out, that's when Joe was on the radio.
Go Bitch.
Go Bitch was on the radio, and I was tripping, and I'm in the car. Wait, hey, turn that shit up. I'm like, that's my relative right there. Like what the fuck? And what's crazy though, like real shit in was crazy. We be going to court, and Joe always had this dream, real nigga shit, bro. Like I'm a rap, but you know, mind you, we facing time. We want to go to prison. We like, Joe, blood, we don't want to hear that shit, man. We want to bust raps and shit. Blood, we about to go to prison. We ain't trying to hear this. He's like, no, nigga, I'm gonna do this. And he always said that shit, and he really got out and did it, man. So that's big up to him, man. Like he that nigga really did.
Damn, huh?
Yeah, I'm proud of that nigga. That nigga really did that shit, real shit, man. That's Baby Stretch. We like, man, Joe, we ain't trying to hear this rap shit. Like, we about to go to prison, man.
Yeah.
He in there freestyling. Right. You know how niggas be in the court tank beating on a little shit with a little spoon, and like, man, we ain't trying to hear this shit, man. You know, every nigga in jail got a rap dream. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a million rappers in the county jail right now. You know?
Right.
But he really got out and did his thing. You know what I mean?
Real spill. So look, okay. So now y'all all get back out. Now that's how we segue into this is your first experience dealing with entertainers and rappers and hip hop while you on the street, right? Mm-hmm. You get involved with the music. So Joe was popping at that time, the AOB, pushing all our pushes. Mm-hmm. So you got DJ Mustard, you got Ty Dolla $ign, you got the homie G Casso back then, rest in peace, right?
I didn't get to meet G Casso though, but yeah, I heard a lot about him though.
Right. G Casso, you got PC, YG.
And this is when Ty and Joe was on the radio, and Ty is like, he's still like underground. He ain't the Ty Dolla $ign at this point.
He's
it was that Big D house I'm talking about. They was in the garage like making beats and rapping at this point.
At Big D house?
Yeah.
So when we say Big D from where? Who are we talking about?
So Big D from Fruitown Brim. Okay,
now where did he live at?
Well, he had a house on 67th, like off Western. He had a house in the front, and the back he gave it to Joe, and they made him studio. So Ty used to come. Even Nipsey came. At that point, I haven't met Nipsey, but Nipsey had, you know what I mean, came through there. So that was that era. Like when I'm talking about when everybody, YG had came. That's when YG, Ty, Nipsey, all them LA niggas, Tiger, all them niggas getting out about the
just so you know, 7-0 Kansas City just got a fumble or interception, run back, pick 6.
Right. So they all getting about the mud, you know what I'm saying? And I remember going to that back house, that back studio with Joe had and Ty there, and they doing their shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's big stuff to them because they got it out the mud, like the mud, nigga, like for real.
So at that time, that was a pick 6 on against Baltimore and Kansas City. So Ty was an underground artist also. Did Ty have any songs on the radio at that point?
He had the well, I'm trying to be politically correct, but I know he had did the hook for the Tooted and Booted with YG.
Right.
And I don't want to say the wrong shit, because mind you, at this point, we all homies, we at the studio. You know what I mean? So I ain't asking all these questions. We just vibing, chilling. But from what I'm hearing, he had wrote that hook, kind of like had a lot to do with that Tooted and Booted, but kind of like gave it to YG because YG was able to sign with Jeff Jam. So he kind of like played the back row and let YG do his thing. That's why he was like kind of like the last to sign, but he did it smart. And then later down the line, he kept grinding. And then he got to deal with Khalifa with the Teller Gang and all that shit.
Right, Atlantic Records.
Right.
So, all right. So you got, now you are around all of these guys. None of these big, everybody we just named has turned into millionaires and superstars, right? So Ty is currently like top 20 most streamed artists of all time. Big, right? You was able to witness the beginning of some. What other artists was popping on the underground at that time? On the West though. We talking about on this West though. Right. You know what I'm saying? Who else was popping at that time? Or buzzing? Because nobody was popping.
At that time, because mind you, I came home 2010, so it was Joe was on the radio, it was Nip, and it was YG and like Problem.
The Problem.
At that point, at that time, that rap shit was going. This right before Joe had dropped that I Do It for the Ratchets.
Right.
Then he dropped that from like, I want to say like from 2010 to like, I don't know, 14 or 15, the ratchet shit was going crazy in LA. Like that ratchet shit was like
the ratchet movement.
Yeah.
They say Miley Cyrus say that was her favorite music, right? Oh, Miley, right? But
so let me ask you a question though, right?
Right.
Why do you think at that point LA had turned into the ratchet music, but also then a few years later bounced back to the gangster shit?
Well, I think it's because you have two different worlds that don't necessarily interconnect except through music. You got the street world, and then you got girls always want to have fun. They always want to party. When you say ratchet music, and everybody say Lil Boosie really started it, and YG and Joe Moses, and all these people get accredited for it. But they was doing ratchet music, DJ Quick and AMG, back in the 80s and early 90s. It ain't nothing like black pussy on my dick. Word to the motherfucking DJ Quick. Fuck hoes like dominoes. And they was already doing ratchet music. So we had that element, which was a proven market. You can make this type of music on the West Coast and get paid. You know what I'm saying? So it was already like motherfuckers like me who enjoyed Quick, especially them quick beats. You know what I'm saying? And that type of music with that you could still party to, you know? So now they came with a more newer production, DJ Mustard, Jacasso, League of Stars, all of these producers, Track D. You getting all these producers that's producing party type melodies, and now they're coming with the same type of flow, ratchet flow, and it was successful for them. YG definitely talented. He always had the swag, the arrogance. The girls, when I got out 2011, January, there was no bigger artist on the West than YG, right? We went, my first time to the club. Matter of fact, it wasn't even to a club. I thought it was to a club. We went with y'all to a party in a motherfucking, the Broadways or the Avalon. Yeah. You, me, baby. You remember?
Yeah. They had like a backyard boogie.
I see y'all taking the things, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, my homies, they got these Desert Eagles and they with the shit, right? I'm feeling good, right? I'm like, okay, we going to the club, right? Yeah, the function. So I'm like, all right, we get over there. I'm like, man, this is some party. This is a house party. You know what I'm saying? We get out the car. Niggas got on blue chucks at the door, like $5, and you get 1 cup of Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, $5. I say, so you gonna tell me, I tell old girl, so you gonna tell me you charge everybody $5 to get in here? You done let some niggas in for free. So that The niggas with the blue chucks on said, shit, cuz, everybody had to pay their $5. I'm fresh out the pen. I'm like, oh, man, what the fuck is this? Nigga, I ain't hanging with these niggas no more. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas got a nigga at a backyard boogie and all of that. But that goes back to say YG had like just dropped Just Read Up. He had like 5, 6 songs played over and over that night.
Right.
My first time going out and we with y'all. Joe Moses playing, Problems playing, Bad Luck. You had the Cali Swag niggas, right? You had the Reject, right? That whole little movement, them dudes was all relevant already or already on radio or all pop, right? So I remember that, seeing that was the movement. We always had the gangster rap, but we also had that other element. But anyway, Joe Moses and YG both is so talented because they was able to be versatile on both. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks. And too, like, right, I asked you that question though, but you definitely made some great points. So my opinion on it and going through it, I felt like they kind of forced our LA rappers to do ratchet shit, right? Because once I started promoting From Yard Down, I was trying to book shows and holler at promoters and club owners and managers and so on and so forth. They like, you know, they start to shit, well, send us y'all last show or send us y'all last video on YouTube. And I'm sending them 5, 6, 7, 8 and hit your brain. Like, oh no, we can't have a club. So it kind of like forced niggas to do like different shit because it seemed like in LA, the promoters and the club owners was kind of like banning that gangster shit. Now it's back though, but at one point it was like, they weren't like, no, man, we tired of our clubs getting shot up. We tired of y'all fighting. Y'all do something for the girls. We're versatile. You know what I mean?
Well, you're 100% right.
And before you go, I'm gonna ask you an even deeper question. We're talking about this LA upcoming artists. Who was the one you feel like brought the gangster rap back?
Chuck
Game?
kept it. The Game kept it popping by itself, nigga. For a minute, he had the essay, loving and shit.
Yeah, but he was already established. So I'm gonna talk about the up and coming artists that's like still doing the shows that we was doing. Like Chuck was already at that point. Chuck was already a platinum artist. He was already
hands down. You can't take nothing from none of them. Reem Riches.
No, I ain't taking nothing from nobody.
No, I'm saying the whole pushing, the AOB really, because Pushes was real tight. You know how Mustard is, and I'm gonna call a ball.
So I'm gonna tell you my opinion, right? Once YG came with that Big Back Being Boo, and then Joe came with that Game Banger, it kind of like that Game Banger shit was back at that point. That rap shit was over with. Now you gotta talk about that shit, and you gotta have a video in your hood, and you gotta be somebody from your hood.
Right.
Because it fucked me up. Because you had Crips, Bloods, Naughty Fleas. I'm just Big Back Being Boo. You know, you remember that YG shit? And that Game Banger was like a fucking smash hit.
A smash hit. Joe and YG, but Joe crushed that shit.
And then later, a couple of years later, that's when the Mozzie came with the blah blah blah, and it was this gangster shit was just back.
Right. That's why YG and Mozzie collaborated on that now. It's the same fan base. They make the same kind of music. And that, honestly, nigga, that's the hardest shit I heard from YG, nigga, since my Crazy Life. That new shit he got with Mozzie.
That nigga Life was a classic, homie. I'm talking about you had everybody, even that BT. Tell them where you from. What block? 400 Street. Nigga,
yeah.
TB.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, you had Compton Crip niggas playing that shit, nigga.
Huh?
You had Compton Crip niggas playing that shit, nigga. That's big.
Yeah, that was huge.
I remember I was in prison, nigga. The homie had bumped and tatted, nigga. We were down there, had a riot. They didn't want nobody putting bumped and tatted on them. And then fast forward, you got niggas talking about, I'm from BTP, 100. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. It's knocking so hard that the Crips was knocking. But Joe told me that a long time ago, unless you can make music that Crips and Bloods is gonna listen to, then you don't even need to be making no gang bang music, right? because you want to be able to. Only way you're gonna make money is if they all buying your shit. You know, shout out to the homies
gonna buy before the homies gonna buy it. That's just what it is.
But even with that, all them niggas that shot videos in they hood, nigga. But we went to the Fruitown 20s on Jefferson, to the Drive.
Someone hit your brimming?
Slauson, to the Slauson Squad meet.
That was a classic. That was a classic.
To Harbor Park, to the LA Denver lanes. And if the police didn't have us out there for so long hemmed up, we was going a whole bunch of other different blood sets. You know? By the time
we made it to the hundreds to the lanes, they got the Hayden. Want to take homies to jail for parole and probation and warrants.
They took the videographer.
Yeah, they took Rob Lowe.
Yeah, they took Rob
Lowe. Like, Rob Lowe, how you gonna be there for, you know what I mean? The cameraman, you got warrants, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, hey, shout out Yard Down Music. Why them? Niggas, hey, nigga, we do this video shoot. Nigga, at the end of the video shoot, we gonna give some more, but we really already done. What y'all saw, Hit Your Brimming, was the end, right? But nigga, the videographer go to jail because he got warrants. You know?
Hey, look, so I already had interviewed you, right? Right. I already asked you your top 5 all time. Always ask all the artists that shit, right? So I'm gonna ask you another question. I know you made a lot of songs, right?
Move.
You.
No, I'm talking to my dog. She want to come get right up in my face. Move. Put your ass down.
So let me ask you this question, right? Okay. Out of all your songs, what was one of your favorite songs that you made, and one of your favorite songs that you made? It don't even got to be the most views. It don't got to be Hit Your Brimming, 100 mil views. Like, what was one of your favorite songs you ever recorded? It don't have to be out. It could be whatever.
No, I the favorite song I ever recorded is The Ghost, right?
Ghost?
The Ghost. It's me,
like
G
the Ghost?
Telly, like the Ghost,
okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's me, G Telly, and DT. DT was rapping on it too, right? And the Ghost, it's a metaphor. Like, you know, a ghost is somebody who exists, something that exists, even though not to the world. You know what I'm saying? The world can't see him. The world can't feel him. So I use that metaphor to create the Ghost, talking about from a brother in prison perspective, right? And Telly and them went on, and DT went on basically how we ghost to the industry. How motherfuckers don't see the work that we was doing and all of that. Like, even though we're right here, it was just so much meeting and everybody brought their best. And that's definitely my after hit your.
You know my favorite song from you, right?
Yeah, you said My Last, right?
Right.
My Last is definitely that's probably
that's one of my favorites. You got, you know, you did your shit. Fingers Killed the Hook. Telly did this shit. Nut did this shit. But it's one of my favorites because it was a good song, but it showed how the homies can come together and make great music. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. That's why I told you.
And we don't have a lot of that with all y'all together like that. So that's why, not that it's a good song, but that's why it's one of my favorites. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you're 100% right. It shows it's a demonstration. Just like a fade when a nigga first get to the pen and you let niggas know, hold on, who you talking to? Let's get this out the way then, right? So I'm up in this motherfucker. That's what it did, but it showed everything we did. But that was my favorite G-Nut verse, right? Because what he said, he goes to his story beginning, how he was a youngster out here getting mail, some getting sales, circumstantial evidence, sent me to a prison cell. Told the story, did the time, did my time, didn't tell, didn't cry. You understand what I'm saying? He broke that down and then went into what his dream was. He's living his dream, which was YDM, Yard Down Music.
Hey, look, hey, you know how y'all fucked up? Y'all supposed to shoot that video, man.
Gina got footage for that video already.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get that footage because that would went down. That would have been a classic like 5, 6, 7, 8 and Hit Your Brimming. That would have been.
You know what was crazy? what before you started marketing and promoting for Yard Down, when I was doing the market and promotion with Yard Down, the nigga DJ J Bling was booking us all these different shows, right? I think this is the time you pushing AOB, right? Because if you would, you definitely probably, but YG went with us touchdown, Kansas City. But DJ J Bling is pushing us, and we had a 3-set. He was working like 5 different clubs. So every club he had us doing walkthroughs or performances, even the show with YG. We did Whole Lot of Bitches, Use a Ratchet, Fingers Come. Shout out Fingers NWB. He really was instrumental in helping bring the West back. And he's in a wheelchair right now. And motherfuckers don't
still
even
doing his thing though.
Huh?
And
Still doing this shit.
He jumped on a 2-step remix. You heard that one?
Yeah, I heard it. But damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, Jay Bling booking the show, and we do Use a Ratchet by Fingers, Whole Lot of Bitches, G Telly, and then my last.
And a lot of bitches. I had the DOs going crazy off that one.
That was our 3-set, what you call it. But Gina got footage of us performing that song on stage at different events. And he got footage.
They shot the video to a lot of bitches.
Who?
They shot the video. I want to say Candyman did it.
No, Candyman did. Yeah, Candyman did do the video.
Matter of fact, that's when I can't remember the year, but that was 5-4 day. Remember you had John Jesus from Atlanta out here, and he had opened up for Joe. And then when the homies performed, that's when we shot a lot of bitches. That was 5-4 day. I can't remember the exact year. Don't give me the line.
It was 5-4 day. We had I had my own slot performance. It was me and G Telly. We performed, and then I did the other song about the Booger brand.
They've been allowed interrupting my interview. You know what I'm saying? Doing an interview right now.
So yeah, I remember that day. I brought John Jeezy out. He opened up, and then Joe did his shit. But
what year was that? I can't remember. That was so long ago. What year was that?
I think either 2011 or 12. I was out for both 5-4 days.
Right.
So it was either 11 or 12. That shit went up though. The 5-4 cake and all that. I got some of them pictures on my thing. But yeah, he did get footage that time for a lot of bitches. But yeah, he got some footage for the My Last. He just got to go through the shit. We been and did that shit like at some shows we was doing in Lancaster, and we did a lot of fucking shows, bro.
What was your favorite show?
My favorite show? The yacht party. That was the we sold out.
Black and white one?
Remember? 2 days. They was like, I ain't never been on a boat, let alone a yacht. All alone, it wasn't even the real yacht. This nigga LS, janky promoter. Hey, nah, I take that back. The one I did in Apple Valley with YG. He came out on the stage with me, pouring a drink in bitch's mouth while I was performing. Like, that nigga, he could have been funny because you remember the history with that, and I'm not gonna throw the homie out under the bus, right? But he could have been a dickhead and all that. I'm up there by myself with the Mexican boy from High Power Entertainment, and my cousin Ray from Kelly Park Compton Crip. You know what I'm saying? Niggas took pictures with us all in the VIP in the back. Like, it was definitely love. Nah, hell nah. I take all that back. It ain't even my performance. Nigga, Joe and Ty, Supper Club, Hollywood. Hey, I done had some hell of a good time. Now I think about it. Nigga, dead homies, nigga. The bitches raided the VIP. They passed the security. Joe bodyguard nigga, they ran up over there jumping on our laps like, hey, can I hit your bottom? And just thirsty. Nigga, then YG pulled up on Brim. Ask Tank Low, ask Ty, ask Joe, ask Mill, right? Nigga, YG pulled up because he seen that nigga Ty had it on his story, on his live, I mean. So they see, like, damn, where y'all at supper? That nigga left the studio to come up to that try to get some stragglers. Blood hop out, he's like, what's bracket? So first nigga he holla at, what's bracket? Like, what's bracket? He like, nigga, where the bitches? Like, oh, bloods, they all in here. They thirsty, nigga. He like, I like, damn, this nigga ratchet or this nigga more ratchet than me. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, them thirsty bitches, they tongue the nigga King and Martin, tongue kissing 2 bitches. Man, this bitch feet, she got on the heels, their feet crusty. This nigga King and Martin tongue kissing the bitch. I'm like, nigga, if I just got paid $18 million last season, nigga, I'm not finna be kissing on no bitch with no crusty ass feet, black bottoms. What Sweezy say, black bottoms. But yeah, I'm gonna take them back. All of them is a tie, man. The love what YG showed that time and that time, but that was really Joe love and Ty love. You know what I'm saying? Ty wasn't drinking. He didn't have no weed. I had some purple kush. That nigga was like, oh yeah, let roll that. No, some blueberry kush. I said purple. Some blueberry. He's like, man, just roll that shit up. That nigga was we smoking zigzag. Diddy was there. Christina Milian. Nigga, I'm trying to pop it. Christina Milian. Fucking nigga talk about. Bitch gotta shoot me down. Bitch, I'm Duse M. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but look, man, I appreciate the motherfucking time, the interview, the information you gave, man.
It was definitely a good one.
I'm still gonna hold you accountable for the Cardi B shit, but it's cool.
Oh, don't bring that shit up, man. Hey, that's gonna be the next interview, y'all.
I'm gonna stall you out. All right, Sue, what's in it?